Do you hate ads? I hate ads. You know what I love? Patreon.com/inkdependence, where patrons get access to a patron-only Discord, ad-free videos, and the joy of knowing they help support this channel. Hello folks, welcome to Inkdependence. I'm Mike, and today I have a package for you from Kara's Customs. Thank you very much, Kara's Pen Co, for sending this out. This is a brand new style of a pen from them. Let's get in here. So this is the Kara's Customs box. Create with quality, Kara's Pen Co. Right there. We have the Mesa logo on the back. Nice little box. Sometimes if you are near them at a pen show, cool, a little sticker just came out of here. Sometimes if you are near them at a pen show or in and around Arizona, they will post things on their Instagram saying like, hey, there's a pen here, go find it. Like as a little like scavenger hunt type thing. And that is super fun. I've never found one, but maybe you will. So keep an eye on their Instagram for that sort of thing. Let's get in here. This is a new version of the Kara's Modal, which is a really cool pen that, I got an early black one. So this is the original version, which is anodized aluminum. And you've probably seen this one on my channel. I like this one quite a lot. And then they made one in Ultem. Wow, that feels a lot lighter. Ultem is, as you may remember, one of these like really high performance plastics that's out there. It usually comes in this color, which is sort of a goldish color, or a flat black, or you can actually shine it up. Actually, it would look kind of like this, but it would be lighter. And they made it in Ultem. I'm like, hey, y'all need a reviewer for one of those? And they're like, yeah, here you go. And so I just went to my post office box and got this one. So this is all Ultem here, and then the clip is anodized aluminum, and you can actually see through this one, which is kind of cool to see the inner workings. It looks like the carrier on here is also made of Ultem. I was reading on the site just now that they make the carrier out of Delrin usually, which I didn't know because I can't really get in here. I didn't know what that was, but actually when I got this one, they weren't even on the site yet, so I didn't have very much information, but now there's so many informations. So they made the carrier out of Ultem too, which is nice. That's it's very light, ought to be pretty smooth. We got our G2 refill here. You can you can put Mr. Nose, what are you doing, bud? You can put a whole lot of different gel refills in this pen. I heard that they are working on one that will do it'll take a Parker style ballpoint refill, but there are a lot of really good options in these G2 styles. Let's work this action here and see how it feels. Mr. Nose just gonna be back there. Okay. Yeah, feels pretty good. I think the black one has. I think the black one's a little bit easier, but also this is the first actuation of this thing. So yeah, pretty good. Might be that the Ultem is a little bit slipperier, perhaps, than the standard aluminum one, but it's got a good snap. It's very fidgety. Feels good. I like that. I think this is so light. I got to grab a scale. That's my whole overhead setup up there. All right. Let's do this. All right. So the Ultem one weighs in at 0.5 ounces. The aluminum one, the standard version, weighs in at 0.8. So not quite double, but almost double, which is kind of a lot when you're talking about a pen, really. So that is very cool. Size and profile seem the same between the two pens. Just Ultem is it's a very tough plastic, so you can machine it very, very thin and have it be very strong anyway. So we have here a little clear O-ring around here to keep everything tight. There's a spring down in there. Whoops, don't want to lose that. We're going to need a spring for sure. This whole thing here is one piece, which is nice, and it looks like they've kind of polished it. I know Ultem is a big pain to polish, so I kind of like this foggy look that they've given it, although it does look very, very shiny inside. Like maybe they polished it and then gave it this look. I don't know. Either way, I think it came out looking really neat, and I do like being able to see the internals. I didn't know if the internals in this were going to be black or if they're going to be Ultem, but that is very cool that it's all kind of the same material there. Looks like there is a little screw up in there that actually holds this bolt thumb stud to this assembly. That's really interesting. And then one screw up here that holds the clip on. It's a very sturdy clip. I like the clips on these. I think they remind me a lot of the Kara's Ink, which was one of their early maybe their first fountain pen, second, something like that back in the day. And it has one of these big, chunky, very industrial looking clips. This one is more streamlined. I do really like the shape of this thing. That's going to be good. I'm not sure what refill I'm going to put in here. I usually change it out just because black is not really my favorite color to write with. It is like the biggest color on the market in terms of inks, but for me, I'm going to throw something else in there. I don't know what though. So something from a G2 or a Pilot Juice or I don't know, an Intergel or something like that likely. But yeah, very comfortable pen to use. And I've really been enjoying this one. So I think the Ultem is going to be just as cool. Yeah, the Ultem looks really good. Let's look at it next to some other pens so you can get an idea of the size of this thing. Okay, here I have it next to some other pens in the sort of machined pen realm. We have here the Retro 51 Tornado, which is a spinny top thing up here to advance the point, and it has a like a classic torpedo shape, skinny at the front, bigger at the back. Here we have the Baron Fig Squire, which is the same sort of spinny thing at the top, but also gets thicker at the bottom and narrower at the top, so there's a little juxtaposition for you. Then we have this one, the Kara's Modal, of course, which is a bolt action pen, as you can see up here. And then we have the Studio Neat Mark I, which is a click pen, one of the better click pen mechanisms around. And then we have two here, which are versions of the tactile turn side click, which are available. These are some of the seasonal models. So this is the short one, which takes a Parker style ballpoint refill, or you could throw a roller ball in there if you like. And then this is the standard size, which takes the G2 refill, same as the Modal does. So actually all of these four take the same size refill, which is at that Parker style refill or the Schmidt sort of roller balls and that sort of thing. But these two both take the gel. And in fact, here's an extra one. This is the Modern Fuel bolt action. Also takes the gel refill. So usually gel refill pens are going to be on the longer side, but the Modal is a bit shorter just because of the way they did this whole internals. Only about that much space is not being used at the top. So that's pretty good. If you want a smaller, shorter, lighter pen, perhaps this one's going to fit the bill for you. Now you can find this over at karascustoms.com, link down here in the description, and also like there's it written out here as well. And this will go for $115 for the Ultem one. That's this one right here. These are sold out. These seem to come and go pretty quickly, the anodized aluminum ones, but these are somewhere between $79 and $90 depending upon, I guess, some of the other features of the pen, materials and paint schemes and stuff like that, but they are in that range. So this is on the higher range, higher end of the range there, but Ultem is a fairly expensive material to use, and also the polishing and stuff is a whole lot of work with Ultem is what I hear. So I am not terribly surprised. It seems like a good place for an Ultem pen like this. So there you go. Thanks very much, Karas, for sending this out for me to play with and show people. And go find it over at Karas Customs. I will see y'all in another video soon. Until then, peace out.